Greetings everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to my channel, WayofTheZach. Now, before I get into the topic of this video, I'd like to make a quick disclaimer. I'm not getting paid or sponsored in any way, shape, or form to talk about these two products. I simply really enjoyed them and want to share my thoughts and opinions about them with you guys. So today I'm going to be telling you about two grooming products that I've been really enjoying recently but haven't been getting a lot of publicity or talk about here on YouTube. So I've taken it upon myself to fix that. Just something really quick. If you saw my last video on my first wet shaving experience, these two products actually make a very, very brief cameo appearance. I'll put a link down below and an annotation up here somewhere. Now without further ado, I'd like to talk about the two products. They are the Chicago Company Model 1 hair comb and Model number 2 mustache and beard comb. I was in the market for a new comb and had seen them before and decided to splurge and get them recently. I actually ended up purchasing them when I was buying all of my wet shaving equipment at WESTCOASTSHAVIng.com. I'll put a link down in the description below. They also, too, by the way, are not paying me or sponsoring me in any way, shape, or form to promote them or any of the products that they sell. So with that being said, let's take a closer look and we'll go from there. Now, the combs come in different finishes. We have matte, classic, black, and mirror, which is the finish I have. In addition, you can get them custom engraved and or with a leather sheath. Now let's start with the Model 1 hair comb. It's an iconic 5.5 inches long medium tooth. This is laser cut stainless steel and hand finished for comfortable daily use. The mirror finish gives it a beautiful and bright reflective finish, as you can probably tell from the way the light is bouncing off of it. I mean, this thing is shining like nobody's business. Lastly, it'll run you about $39.99, 40 bucks, both on West Coast Shaving and if you go directly to the Chicago Comb Company's site. Now this is the Model number 2 Beard and Mustache Comb. This is my first ever beard and mustache comb, and ultimately it should be the only one I'll need for the rest of my life because of how well it's made and the pride that the artisans take in producing them. The site says that it's the ultimate beard and mustache comb, coming in at 4 inches long and it's fine tooth. Now it may be a little difficult to see in comparison to the Model 1, but there is definitely a difference in the spacing between the different teeth or the tines. These ones are definitely closer together, and these ones are a little farther apart. It too has a mirror finish, and it will set you back $35. And with that being said, let's go to my final remarks. So, my final thoughts on these combs. These two combined are both beautiful and functional pieces of art. And in fact, that was the intention of the co-founders of the Chicago Comb Company, John and Ted. They wanted to create everyday objects that could also serve as works of sculpture and design, what they call timeless design. The next really big thing, something that I really like about them, is the fact that they take artisan manufacturing into account, and they take it very seriously. In fact, these combs, each one of them, they start off as solid 1/10 thick sheets of high-grade quality stainless steel that are then laser cut to perfection and hand finished for comfortable daily use. Lastly, one of their core values is local production. You can feel good about buying these combs. Why? Because they are 100% made here in the US. The stainless steel is collected in Kentucky, processed in Indiana, and then laser cut and shipped out of Chicago. This is all done in the US. None of it is exported out anywhere, and they take tremendous pride in that, and I definitely applaud them for that. And I don't have the engraving that says Chicago Comb Company made in the US, but on the classic finish, I believe it has that engraved on here, and I just think that's really cool. Ultimately, these combs are something that can endure, saving both time, money, and frustration, and can be something that I can pass on to my son or my daughter, preferably my son. For they, much like a classic watch or cufflinks, are one of the essential elements of a gentleman's style. In conclusion, I highly, highly recommend them. Go check out the combs at Chicago Comb Company. I promise you won't be disappointed. Also, if you like this video, please thumb it up and subscribe to my channel. Gentlemen, you're welcome.